One of the biggest stories of the past year that got an obscene amount of coverage, way disproportionate to the actual importance of it, was the murder of Jamal Khashoggi. The first win for the other side in this was calling him a journalist. He was not a journalist. He was never a journalist. When he was a newspaper person in Saudi Arabia, he worked for the previous regime and basically did propaganda for them, and we recently found out this week was paid by Malaysia to run air cover for them while he was running an independent Saudi paper.
He was the media advisor to the intelligence minister, right?
But he's a journalist.
Oh,
Greg,
okay.
get this correct.
All right.
Use the proper terms, because otherwise they won't get their money's worth out of this. The Washington Post, in bringing him into their house, either did zero due diligence or, more likely, just didn't care that, for all intents and purposes, Khashoggi was a Qatari influence operator with a byline at the Washington Post. How valuable is that? I mean, that you just can't buy. All right, the Washington Post gave that to him. And honestly, at that point, they're either negligent or they should have filed a FARA, report for allowing him that. It came out that they were forced to admit, because there were a number of sources, ourselves included, who were about to drop on them the fact that this was happening. When Khashoggi's apartment was raided after his death in Turkey, they found wire transfers from Qatar. All right, this was covered up by Turkish media, and in the course of the ensuing influence operation by Turkish media and aided by Qatar, they managed to create the entire media firestorm over this that lasted months. It was an incredibly successful damage operation against the Saudis, and chance for both Turkey and Qatar to gain leverage with the United States and with other countries. So they were tremendously successful in doing that, and we have to give them credit, but we should also pay attention, because that's not something that we should be comfortable with.